Well, hello there, everybody. This is the Comedy Thief, and guess what? You're watching funny old guys. That's who we are, and now we're going from tiny little people uh, to big people. Here we are. Anyway, this is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching a joke-a-thon. It's going to be fabulous, and we have a sponsor today. It's called Acme Bourbon. Now, folks, I know it looks an awful lot like mouthwash, but shut up. It's only $1.99 and it has alcohol in it. So there you go. That's our sponsor for today. So I'm turning this over to Homeless Charlie right beside me to say his hello to all the wonderful people in Videoland.
Well, hello to all the wonderful people in video
Oh,
land.
that was perfect. And below us, we have a guest today. We have Senator Glenn from Utah. So, Glenn, we're glad to have you. Say hello to our wonderful audience here.
I'm a senator. I got several votes from several cows from Utah, so it was really good. And hello, everybody. Glad to be
Cows
here.
from Utah. I like
Cows
it.
from Utah. They love me.
That was a song, popular song in the 50s, wasn't that? Cows from Utah.
I think so. The cows love me.
That's
They love
beautiful.
me.
But anyway, we're going to start right out with the joke after joke after joke. Your responsibility is to laugh hysterically. So, Homeless Charlie, make us laugh.
Well, I'll tell you what, the other day, my grief counselor died,
Oh,
but he was so good at his job, I don't even care.
oh, that poor fellow. Oh, you dirty dog. Glenn, it's your turn.
Well, I'm at the time of my life where, things are changing. I got a thing from the university I used to go to. And instead of asking me for alumni money, they asked me to leave them something in my will, which just lets you know you're getting older. And I'm getting inundated with all kinds of information about Medicare. What I found out was that Medicare is a lot older than we thought.
Ah,
Yeah. Moses actually had Medicare. He
oh,
had Part A, Part B, and especially he had Part C.
hard.
Think about it. Anyway, it took a second, right?
Well, I'm not a scholar of the Bible. I guess that was really funny.
Part C.
Did you get that one?
Anyway, I got a
Well,
couple of things I want to say. My hair keeps falling out. That's another thing about aging. So, I went to the doctor. I said, is there anything you can do to keep my hair in? And he said, yeah, I'll give you a shoebox. So
A shoebox. I got that one.
that's right. Okay, move on.
All right, it's my turn. Okay. Now, for everybody out there and for the two of you, it's true that exercise will make you look better naked. But then again, so will alcohol. Homeless Charlie, it's your turn.
well, when ordering food at a restaurant, I asked the waiter how they prepare their chicken. He said, oh, nothing special. We just tell them they're going to die.
That was kind of you to do that. Glenn from Utah, it's your turn.
Well, as I get older, so are my friends, and my friend just had a very complicated surgery. He
Wow.
had he had his entire left side amputated.
Wow.
Don't worry, he's all right now.
He's all right now. I get it. Oh, okay. Here's another public service announcement. And the announcement is that, folks, love is the answer. But just to be careful, buy a gun too. That's the public service announcement, which probably didn't go over too well. But who cares? What the hell? Homeless Charlie, it's your turn.
Hey, did you know that a chicken coop only has 2 doors?
Yeah?
If it had 4, it would be a chicken sedan.
A chicken sedan. Get it, folks? How bad is that one? It's worse than mine.
Yes.
Glenn from Utah.
Well, I
That
have two
is
things
good.
to bring up. As again, dealing with my aging. I looked up impotence on the internet, but nothing came up.
Probably, I got that one too.
But you know what? An apple a day does keep the doctor away. But it depends on your aim.
Oh.
But
That's very good. I like that one. Well, guys, a little confession here. I was having some emotional issues, and I sat down with my psychologist and say, how can you solve this? He says, you should do what I do. He says, I have sex with my wife 7 days in a row, and I just blossom, and I'm perfect. So that's what you should do. And I said, well, okay, but tell me, Doc, what's her address? Homeless Charlie, it's your turn.
Well, did you hear about the kidnapping at the local school?
No,
Well, it's fine. He eventually woke up.
the kidnap. Oh, that's terrible.
They're all
From
bad.
Utah.
Well, one of the things is, I, as you were mentioning, Roland, I also have poor self-esteem. I have a couple of things to mention about that. One of my earliest memories was, my parents loosening the wheels on my stroller. When I took my first steps, my dad tripped me. But the thing that really messed me up as a child, when I was a kid and I would take a bath, my bath toys were a radio and a toaster.
Oh, that is so sad.
It
Glenn.
is sad.
Oh, that's
Shocking is what it is. It's shocking.
yeah. Well, we're going to put you on our. We have another program called Grieving People.
Okay.
So save that joke for that show. Anyway, where was I? Oh, who's on? Oh, it's you've all heard this. There's a rating category for women. We all remember the very famous lady, Bo Derek. What a beauty she was. But what you don't know is that Rosie O'Donnell, Rosie, you're on the list too. We discovered you're a perfect -10. Is what we found out. Homeless Charlie, it's your turn.
Well, do you know the phrase, one man's trash is another man's treasure?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, wonderful saying, but it's a horrible way to find out that you're adopted.
Oh my gosh. Well, that goes on the other show too. Glenn from Utah.
I guess we all have poor self-esteem, and in that
Yeah.
vein, again, growing up for me was tough. I remember I asked my parents if I could go, skating on the lake, and they said, "Well, just wait till it warms up."
Oh, well, I have. You guys have poor self-esteem. I have poor steam. What the doctor found out was just gas. That's what it was. Homeless Charlie.
Well, I work with animals. The guy says to his date, "Oh, that's so sweet," she replies. "I love a man who cares about animals. Where do you work?" He says, "I'm a butcher."
Oh, oh, no, that broke up that relationship immediately. Glenn from Utah.
Well, again, poor self-esteem, as a kid, and I have poor self-esteem as an adult. I went to the doctor and I said, "Doctor, when I get up and I look in the mirror, I feel like throwing up." And he said, "Well, there's nothing wrong with your eyes."
Your eyes are perfect.
My eyes are good, yeah.
Well, this, let me see how much time we got here. I should tell a shorter one. What the hell? We'll go over for this pastor was assigned at age 22 to his very first parish, way out in a rural area there, and he was told that when he arrived he had to go to a funeral, and he proceeded to drive and get lost, and he lost, and he's way out. He's never been. By the time he finally sees this building, and there's these two men, they're filling in a hole, and he goes, "Oh my God, that's it, and I'm late by 45 minutes." He stops and says, "Fellas, before you finish filling the hole back up," he said, I want a little bit of silence. And he said a prayer, and then he said hallelujah, and he encouraged the two workers to say hallelujah. And then he said another prayer, and then he says, "God bless," and the two men said, "God bless." And then he told a final prayer, and he said, "Hallelujah," and the worker said, "Hallelujah," and then he thanked the workers, and he left, right? And one worker turned to the other. He says, "That was inspiring." He says, "That was amazing." He says, "But I've never seen anyone get so excited over digging out a septic tank." That's what they said. So anyway, I think we're done. Let me
All
see.
right.
Oh, we are done. All right. There's no last one because mine was last, because I was a hog and I took too much time. But anyway, Before we leave, we have a point of conversation just between the three of us. And the point of conversation for today, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Homeless Charlie, you're on a flight to Key West. Suddenly, this attractive girl sitting next to you puts her hand on your thigh and smiles at you. Now, what do you say to this gal, or what do you do in a situation like this?
Well, I
Hello?
think I would say, could you move your hand down a little bit and rub my knee? I have arthritis.
How sad is that one? Okay,
Don't
Glenn.
have a hand on your leg.
Oh my gosh, Glenn, you're in the airline. You're flying down to Key West, and there's this pretty girl next to you, and she puts her hand on your thigh, and she turns and smiles at you. What do you do? What do you say?
Well, the first thing I would have to do is wake up. So
Yes.
I would say, let me sleep. I got a lot of things to do when I get down there.
Well, you know what I would do?
What would you
No,
do?
I would immediately call the flight attendants and say, I want this woman arrested. She's guilty of elder abuse. That's what she's charged with. So anyway, this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye and farewell. It's been really nice. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. We invite a famous celebrity to be on our very next video. And guys, you know who we're going to invite?
Don't know.
no.
The former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi. So Nancy, you're going to be on our very next video. Never mind the moans here. Put a cork in it. Nancy, you have to check in at funnyoldguys@gmail.com within 24 hours. And Nancy, if you don't, you're going to end up in the trash bin. Do you understand? So this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye and farewell, and pass it along to Homeless Charlie for his goodbye and farewell to all the boys and the girls in Videoland.
Hey, goodbye and farewell to all the boys and girls at Videoland.
Very nicely done. Glenn from Utah, say goodbye to everybody who's been watching our lovely videos.
Goodbye, and wishing good luck to Mr. Dr. Fat Packer, who probably will be returning in a couple of weeks. So, but goodbye, everybody, and thanks for having me today.
All right, everybody wave goodbye. We're out of there. Everybody wave guy. We'll see you down the road.